Yo, what's going on, guys? Crispy Flakes here. So the 2021 NBA All-Star Game reserves have just been announced. Basically, I went on Twitter, saw the word All-Star Reserve from Sham, clicked on his page, closed my eyes, and scrolled down, man. So I have no idea who they actually are. I wanted to be a full-on, full-blown reaction. You guys are seeing me seeing the All-Stars for the very first time. So here we go. We are going to scroll up. Wait, before we do, man, I don't mind y'all dropping that like on this video. Help out that YouTube algorithm would be greatly appreciated, bro. Let's go ahead and scroll up and see what this is all about, man. So Phoenix Suns have waived Damian Jones. Okay, well, it's not great for him. Here we go, man. So we got the 2021 NBA All-Star Reserves. West, CP3. Bro, I'm still hyped for CP3. Paul George, no surprise. Damian Lillard, people think he should have started. Donovan Mitchell, I wanted him to start, but I understand why he's not. Rudy Gobert, okay, 2 Jazz on there, good for them. Zion Williamson and Anthony Davis. Okay. East, James Harden. Julius Randle, yo man, shout out to Julius Randle, guys. That is fantastic. Julius Randle. We got Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, who I wanted to start. Zach Levine. Good for him, man. I know Bulls fans are happy about that. Ben Simmons, very cool. And Nikola Vucevic. Man, it's good for Vucevic because, last year he was still pretty good, but year before he was the All-Star. So, yeah, good for him, man. So, snub-wise, I'm already noticing that I do not see the name Trey Young. So, Trey Young is basically this year's Bradley Beal. Crazy-ass scoring numbers doesn't make the All-Star team. But in all fairness, that's actually crazy, though, man. Last year, Trey Young was literally the starting point guard for the Eastern Conference team. And this time, he's not even on the roster, man. So let's see what other subs we got. Okay, here we go. Oh, Devin Booker? Devin Booker's not on it? Man. That is literally crazy to think that there's a Phoenix Sun player in the All-Star game that's not Devin Booker. That is actually crazy to think about, man. Wow. Okay, yeah, we got Trey Young, Devin Booker, Tobias Harris, DeMar DeRozan, and the West squad will receive a special placement player should Anthony Davis miss the All-Star game. Okay, so I think it would have to be Devin Booker if it could be. I don't know if it absolutely could be because if there has something to do, it has to be like a forward or a center or something like that. But, yeah, man. You know what? I look at the starting five. Not the starting five. I look at the reserves for both sides. And I'm not, mad about any of this. I think every single player that made it is worthy of it. But I said this when I did my first initial Selecting All-Stars video on my main channel, Crispy Flakes, guys. I said this initially. I said there's always going to be people that are going to be upset because there is more great players than there are all-star reserve spots. It's just how it is, man. My dude Jeremy Grant didn't make it. I'm okay with that. Jeremy Grant's been balling out for my Detroit Pistons, but fact of the matter is that we're not a very good team. And I look at every single player, every single reserve that's on this list, and they're either playing great or they've been a big difference maker for their team. Chris Paul has done wonders for the Phoenix Suns. Paul George, obviously, we know what we get in the regular season with him. Damian Lillard could have been a starter. Should have been a starter, maybe you might say. Donovan Mitchell and Rudy Gobert absolutely have just the Utah Jazz playing on a whole new level. Zion Williamson's interesting. I could see, because I initially had Zion Williamson as one of my reserves. Not going to lie, because I was like, it's the All-Star game. Zion Williamson dunks. People like dunks. It's the All-Star game. But I could also see where maybe Zion, maybe not quite yet, shouldn't have made it over some of these other guys. Some of these other snubs and stuff. But at the same time, Zion, just his ability to get to the basket and change his body and stuff like that, man, at the basket and stuff like that. He's literally just doing, historical stuff, when it comes to, getting to the basket, man. Then Anthony Davis, obviously, is AD. You might say if he didn't get, injured and stuff, that he could have been a starter, too. And then for the East, James Harden is playing some of, if not the most efficient basketball of his entire NBA career. Look at it, guys. The man's averaging, 25 points, 11 rebounds, 25 points, 11 assists, and, 6 rebounds per game, shooting 41% from 3. I really had my doubts when he went to the Brooklyn Nets. I was like, him with Kyrie and KD, it's James Harden is kind of taking on that chill, almost like Klay Thompson-esque role. You remember on the Golden State Warriors with I mean, when it was like KD and Steph Curry, like those were the guys that you knew were going to score. And Klay Thompson, unfortunately, had to be like the third wheel out there. But at the same time, too, he's so efficient and great that it just worked. That's what James Harden's been doing for that team, man. And then Julius Randle. I mean, I ain't gonna say he's Dr. J, but he's at least intern J, man. He's at least intern J there for the New York Knicks and stuff. So, yeah, I mean, let me look him up real quick here. Like, what exactly is Julius Randle? I think he's definitely deserving of it. Just seeing some of the numbers he's been putting up, man. So, yeah, he's averaging 23 points, 11 rebounds, 6 assists per game. Like, literally, I'm going to call him, like, the turnaround player of the century. Like, literally last offseason and everything, the Knicks wanted him gone. They were like, man, like, just get rid of this guy. He's a straight-up ball stopper. He's been killing it, man. So, yeah, shout out to him big time. And then, Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown. I mean, the two best players on the Boston Celtics. Even with Kemba struggling, it's like, you still... Well, I mean, Kemba's had his share of struggles. Like, he's got good moments, too. But, Tatum and Brown, you can always count on them. And then, Zach Levine, another guy, that definition to put the team on your back. So, let me check out Zach Levine real quick here. Yeah, 29 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists. Yes, sir. The Bulls ain't trading this man. But I will say, even if the Bulls do decide to trade Zach Levine, which I don't really think they should do, just being on an all-star like that, that's going to up his trade value like crazy. If you were a Bulls fan, you should be ecstatic, because either you get to keep Zach Levine, who's an all-star, he's only 25, or you do trade him, and you're going to get some hella good assets for him, man. Like, it's no longer going to be like, we'll trade for Zach Levine. It's like, we're going to trade for Zach Levine. So, yeah, man. Ben Simmons, I'm a tad surprised by, just a tad. And the only reason I say that is because to start the season, Ben Simmons was getting roasted like absolute crazy. Mainly just people saying like this man's not like developed his game. Like, we all know what to get when it comes to Ben Simmons. But really, like the last, I don't know, man, what has it been like last 10 games or so? I don't know if we can go. I don't know if it's gonna show that for us on here or not. But regardless, man, like as of late, the dude's been an absolute beast. So I think he have like a 40-point game recently this season. 16 points, 8 rebounds, 8 assists. Even if you think that Ben Simmons has hit a ceiling, his ceiling is still damn high as hell, bro. It's still a damn skyscraper. Like, he's at the top already, right? Like, yeah, the scoring's not always there, but everything else is real there. I love his defense, too. So, yeah, I'm happy for him. Vucevic, despite all the struggles on, like, the Magic and stuff, losing, Markelle Fultz, Isaac being out again, Aaron Gordon having injury issues, Cole Anthony having injury issues. Now it's like, Vucevic, 24 points, 12 rebounds per game. You know what? Am I losing my mind? Did Sabonis not make it? Bro, is Sabonis, did he not make the All-Star team? 22 points, 12 rebounds, 6 assists. I'm sorry to say, man. He didn't make it. This is literally the biggest snub. Sabonis did not make... I'm reading that correctly. Wow. I totally forgot about him. I'm not going to lie, man. I totally forgot about him. Oh, my God. I got real quick here, man. I can see what Devin Booker's been up to this season, too, with the stats and everything. 25 points, 4 assists, 4 rebounds per game, playing 26 games. Okay, let's compare that to Chris Paul, just out of curiosity. And he's averaging 17 points, 9 assists, 5 rebounds per game. Both obviously great, but I would personally have to give the edge to Devin Booker still, man. So I'm a little surprised CP3 got in over Devin Booker, but still CP3 is deserving nonetheless. What about Shai? What about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander? What's he been up to this season, man? Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, he didn't make it last year, but 23 points, 7 assists, 5 rebounds per game. Another great guard. I mean, there's so many great guards out there. It's absolutely crazy. Let me go and click on the snubs real quick here. I'm going to go down here and see what people are saying. Jeremy Grant not even being a snub is shameful. Floyd says Trey Young, no Trey Young. Jeremy Grant snubbed. I still don't think that's the case. Christian Wood not making the All-Star game is the biggest stuff. I mean, only so many spots, and the dude's has, like major injury going on right now. So a lot of Christian Wood snubs out there, man. Who paid to say DeRozan and Harris? DeRozan's been pretty good, so I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. Nicholas Claxton, Jeremy Grant again. Damn, a lot of people saying Jeremy Grant. I think Sabonis is a bigger snub than Jeremy Grant. I say that as a Pistons fan, man. Jeremy's been great, but at the same time, like, if you're not winning basketball games, but then again, Bradley Beal's a star. But Bradley Beal, what he's doing is insane. So, and he should have made it last year, so it makes up for that. Stop disrespecting Brandon Ingram. You already got Zion on there. Yeah, I think Sabonis Definitely, man. That's absolutely insane. Okay, so there we have it. There is your NBA All-Stars. I'm sure when Flight reacts to this, I'll probably react to his video too, man. That's all we got. Thank y'all so much for watching, and peace out, my friends.